He'd lived in self-imposed exile since settling in Britain more than 12 years ago. Having ridden on the wave of post-Soviet-era capitalism, Boris Berezovsky was once considered one of Russia's richest men. He'd made his money in part by importing Mercedes cars in the 1990s. But for more than a decade, he'd been one of the loudest opposition voices of the Russian leadership. But it hadn't always been this way. Berezovsky was at one time part of the Kremlin's inner circle and said to have been close to Boris Yeltsin. He was also pivotal in Vladimir Putin's political rise. And he survived several attempts on his life. But when in the late 90s Putin wanted to end the political hopes of Russia's oligarchs, its richest men, Berezovsky left for Britain and became one of Putin's fiercest critics. In his absence, a Russian court had convicted him of stealing millions of dollars, but Berezovsky, who always denied the charges, refused to be silenced. Last year, he lost a case against another prominent Russian, the owner of Chelsea football club Roman Abramovich. The case cost him dearly, and he was forced to pay out millions of dollars in legal costs. In recent months, it's been reported that Berezovsky had been struggling financially and had been selling off some of his assets.
I think that people like Berezovsky, all those oligarchs, I think they find themselves completely lost when they suddenly lose not only their money, but their influence and the respect of people, their adoration. I think he couldn't handle it.
Vladimir Putin's press secretary told Russian television that Berezovsky had recently written to the president apologizing for his mistakes. But this has not been verified by the Berezovsky family. Boris Berezovsky was found dead in his home near London. He was 67.